bringing you the latest from Utah State University's Uintah Basin Regional Campus. This is Aggie Update. Now, here's your host, Bob Peterson.
Thanks for joining us today on Aggie Update. Our Aggie announcements include the following. Summer semester right around the corner. Classes begin May 6th. So we've got a few weeks left to decide whether you're going to join a summer semester. A lot of you in spring semester right now need that added class or two. Summer semester is a great time to do that. May 6th, classes begin. Also, as you're thinking of that, those of you who are brand new students, admissions is always required. Not necessarily required, but to help you with scholarships and financial aid, you want to be admitted to attend USU. That deadline is also coming up. There's a little bit of variation with that deadline, so talk with an advisor about admissions. Also, finally, registration for classes, usually the last step in the process as you get ready for summer semester or any semester. Call and visit with an advisor in either Roosevelt or Vernal anytime soon. Our next announcement includes information about our fall and spring scholarships. This is a great announcement for those of you who are just beginning. A lot of you seasoned students still need to be reminded that our application due date is May 1st. So that includes money for fall and spring of next year, fall 2013, spring 2014. So it's a little bit early before school starts, but it's the deadline that most universities throughout the state have. That's the deadline that most universities use, May 1. Apply for as many as you would like. Simply go to our website at uintahbasin.usu.edu, and there's a whole host of donor scholarships, academic scholarships. You'll receive the largest one that you are eligible for. Lastly, the Uintah County Resident Scholarship. This is a scholarship for Uintah County residents only. And you want to also check with that due date, May 1st as well. They have a due date every semester, so a little bit different than our university scholarships. It's a third-party scholarship, so those of you who are in Uintah County, you'd want to apply for that scholarship as well. Okay, the Block A. Those of you who are familiar with USU and Logan, you know what the Block A is and the significance behind that in becoming a true Aggie. Okay, we've got in developments the works of a Block A coming to our Roosevelt campus. Our student council is very active in pursuing the building of that Block A, and look for details and the ribbon cutting that will be coming soon, hopefully during spring semester. That's it for Aggie announcements. Joining me this week is Dana Romney, our marketing manager here at the USU Uintah Basin campus. Dana, it's nice to have you with me today.
Very nice to be here today, Bob. I'm so excited.
You've been here a few weeks.
Yeah, so I would say that this Monday was my 4th week with Utah State. So definitely has been great experience. I've been in the Uintah Basin for about a little over a year now. So to finally get a professional job and be able to utilize my education has been a great opportunity. I'm very excited.
Well, Utah State University has really expanded the presence of their marketing department.
Yes.
So Dana's job as marketing manager, if you will, she is going to be overseeing not only works here in the Uintah Basin, but also in other parts of the state.
Yes.
So kind of describe how that spread's going to be.
So I am a marketing manager for the regional campuses and distance education. So part of that, I am based here in the Uintah Basin, which is awesome. And then I also have Moab and Brigham City as a part of my region. So I do all of the marketing for those 3 regions. Obviously, some of the good things that I get to do here with you, marketing the events to students, letting them know about the great events that we have coming up, different things, being out in the community, working on things, and then also just letting all the students know about the great programs, everything going on at Utah State.
Well, I think it really does speaks to the emphasis that USU has in growing and increasing our enrollments. Vernal, I saw on one of the news stations the boom town of Vernal, Utah.
Yeah.
Probably one of the largest. It is probably the biggest boom town right now in the state of Utah.
Definitely.
So we're growing. So you're here to help USU grow.
Yes.
Before we go more into other duties and what you see your role is here in USU, let's talk about you, where you come from, your schooling, where it was from, and I know you're a Wasatch City girl.
Yes, I am.
Wasatch Front City girl, and those of us who've brought other Wasatch Front City girls out here, Dana can tell you why she actually
Yes, you're definitely
came,
the first. So yes, I grew up in Salt Lake County originally. That's where I was born and raised. Kind of hopped around a little bit. My dad was transferred around with his jobs. I went to the University of Utah, got my mass communications.
Oh, that's cool.
and a business minor. After that, I actually went on to work at LMG Media and Events, and there I actually worked with 5 different downtown venues doing their marketing and advertising and public relations. After that, I decided to go and get my master's in professional communication from Westminster. Finished that up just this last January, I would say. Or no, about a year ago. It was a year ago. Wrapped that up about a year ago, and now moved to the Uintah Basin. Now I'm here.
Wow, what talent we bring in. And just, in the short time that we've been able to work together, wonderful work that you do. And Dana's going to help us so much in our written material, our published material, news events that we have, situations like right here at VTV, and a tremendous resource. We're fortunate because they were going out looking for an applicant who lived in any one of those counties, and we just happen to have the best applicant here, and so she resides here. So Uintah Basin is her favorite campus by far.
Oh yes, it definitely is, and especially all the exciting things that you have going on. I mean, even Bob was showing me a YouTube video this morning about Rich Etchberger and going out to a bear den, and was absolutely a great video. I told Rich, anytime you're going out in the wilderness, I want to come along with you.
And Rich,
such cool opportunities.
Rich tells the story very well.
Yes,
and
great storyteller.
And all of our faculty members can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Rich happens to be really good behind the camera, and he's going out handling little bear cubs.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is that?
Putting them in his jacket, like bear
keeping
skin
warm.
with a little bear cub and big mama bears in the den. Obviously.
So if you like that
great
kind of thing,
experience. Oh yeah.
go see Rich Etchberger.
If you want to be a biology major, you definitely would have a cool professor, and all the professors around there. Just great people, great personality, so interesting to talk to. Makes me want to go back to school.
Well, and
maybe.
And you're working here that close with us. You see that the Uintah Basin does have the advantage of having more faculty members here.
Yes.
20 plus faculty members, and just for your information, in Brigham City there are probably half a dozen.
Half of that, yeah.
Half a dozen. Moab's a couple.
Yeah,
and
Moab, they have, I want to say 4. So the Uintah Basin is definitely growing. Obviously having you here, kind of a star campus.
and when you mentioned RCDE, we don't like to use that term a lot because it's kind of confusing, but it includes Tooele area, it includes
Tooele,
Salt Lake area.
Campuses.
But really, the Uintah Basin is kind of the flagship of off-campus programs, if you will, from Logan's main campus.
With the development, creating opportunities and events out in the community for students, you're definitely at the forefront of creating that development and making sure that Utah State is prominent in all of these individual local communities, because that's what it's all about.
What's your take on the Uintah Basin in the last 30 seconds of this segment?
I love the Uintah Basin. I'd like some more restaurants, but definitely love the surrounding areas, love the people here. So happy to be here.
Don't miss the city?
I don't miss the city. Everything's a click away with the internet.
That's true.
So
that is very true.
I don't like going out in the traffic. I like it around here.
And you want to give a little tidbit of why you came out here? Is there 2 particular boyfriends that you came out for?
2?
Thinking of Miko.
Oh yes. Okay.
Miko
I did.
Miko the dog.
I did come out. That was the purpose for coming out. Was for love. So definitely.
Didn't mean to get you worried, Reggie. 2 boyfriends, your dog and you.
Yeah, Miko's definitely. He's one of my boys.
When we come back from the break, we'll visit more with Dana Romney, our newest member of USU Uintah Basin as a marketing manager, and we'll talk more about her take on marketing here in the Uintah Basin.
My name is Mike Christiansen. I currently teach organic chemistry here.
My name is Shirlene Law. I am a lecturer here at Utah State University, Uintah Basin in Family, Consumer, and Human Development.
My name is Rich Etchberger. I'm the wildlife science professor here at the Uintah Basin.
Hi, I'm Marilyn Kutch. I'm a lecturer, advisor, and director for the Secondary Teacher Education Program.
Welcome back to Aggie Update. We're here with Dana Romney, our newest USU family member, working in the marketing department with me and a host of others on campus and throughout the state, so we're happy to have you here again. Dana, we've talked, you've told me about your experience you've had while on the Wasatch Front, one of which was working with the Utah Blaze, an indoor football arena team.
So most recently, I spent the time as the Director of Communications for the Utah Blaze. They are the arena football team for Utah. So part of that job, I wrote press releases, game notes every week, dealt a lot with the media, promoting the players, the dancers, the mascot.
Were you a big fan of indoor football?
Definitely. Arena football is a great family value. I will definitely say it's so entertaining for the kids and the wives, because as opposed to normal football, it's higher scoring, more action-packed. So it definitely is a great
It's a lot
family
closer
event.
to you. You're real close to the game.
Oh yeah, you can catch a ball, you catch a player.
Can you keep the ball if you catch it?
Yep. If you catch a ball in the stands, you get to keep the
Why
ball.
would I want to catch a player?
You have to put the players back, because sometimes they'll land in your lap, but you have to give the players back. But you can keep the ball.
So a lot of travel with that?
Yep, so I traveled all across the United States, Chicago, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Florida teams, San Jose, Arizona, all across. Definitely worked with a lot of great production companies, actually ESPN. That was great working with them and seeing a whole different world of development. And you see the sports teams and all the broadcasts and everything. So seeing behind the scenes in those trucks, it's awesome. So
And now you've landed a place in Vernal, Utah.
I know, and now here I am with VTV. So
well, you know, speaking of VTV, I mean, aren't you excited about what they bring to the
yes,
table here,
I
especially for our marketing
Yes,
material?
I am very excited for what VTV can do. Actually, we're going to have our graduation.
Yes.
The Uintah Basin graduation
Yes.
was going to be
And
broadcast
they've
on
broadcast
VTV.
that live for some years now, but what's going to be even cooler, I was talking to Dale, and it's going to be streamed throughout the state.
Yeah.
Graduation April 27th. That's a Saturday at 4 p.m. And we were accustomed to having it in Roosevelt for a couple years in a row because they have such a wonderful venue there. We have a wonderful venue here in the Vernal Middle School, and so it's coming back to Vernal this year. Saturday at 4 p.m. there's going to be a community barbecue. You haven't attended one, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be my first USU
All
barbecue.
the hamburgers
I'm
or
excited.
hot links you can eat, and of course save some room for Aggie ice cream. So
yeah.
it's going to be, graduation starts at 4. Probably 5:30 or so is when the community barbecue will take place. So of course VTV will be there, and so our thanks to them.
Sounds good.
That's one aspect of the marketing presence we have here, the use of VTV.
Definitely.
When you've come here to the area and you see, okay, you're working for a major research institution like USU in a smaller community. Well, not so much smaller anymore. We're growing.
Yeah.
But talk to us a little bit about your impressions on the great marketing help we have here for USU in the Basin.
Yeah, so everything that I've learned about the Uintah Basin, they're so supportive of USU and in their community. Everything from high civic leaders, they totally support the mission of higher education in the Basin. This specific campus, I've been visiting all the other campuses, great facilities, great location, and I mean, even for the high school students across the street at Uintah High School, how cool is it for them to be able to walk under the road and be able to be on an actual USU college campus?
Same for Union. They can walk right across the...
Exactly.
I want to just peg on, the first thing that you mentioned was the support of civic leaders, and you're relatively new, but you've already seen that.
Yeah, I've already felt the support. Even just mentioning, I started working at USU, everybody has such a positive, viewpoint.
And it wasn't so much back in the day, and I can speak about back in the day. I was back in the day, you weren't, so you don't have this expertise. Back in the day, though, it wasn't so much USU saying we very much want to be in your backyard, Uintah Basin. It was the community leaders saying you will come out here.
You here,
And they made preparations and plans and buildings that enabled USU to want to come.
Definitely.
So other marketing aspects.
So I would definitely say the professors and the programs. Obviously with the nursing program, Utah State University saw years back that there was going to be a need for nurses, and so they really pushed that program, and that's obviously crucial for local communities who aren't in metropolitan areas to have trained nurses, and to have USU backing that reinforcement
and
is
the
great.
philosophy of a lot of our leaders here, whether it be education in the hospital field and in healthcare, to grow your own type philosophy.
Yes.
Because it's hard to bring people from other areas of the country to Vernal, Utah. Occasionally we'll bring them in, but grow your own mentality. We're here prepared to teach people, educate them in the fields of their choice of what they want to go into.
Definitely. Whatever you would like to do, there's definitely the options. If it's the sciences, if it's medical, education, you have the options at USU.
We're holding little baby bears.
Yeah. That's way cool.
We've got a lot more to talk about. We'll do it for another time.
Sounds good.
Good to have you on staff and to work
here.
so closely with you and to lean on your expertise.
Of course.
That's all for Aggie Update. You'll be able to get to know Dana a little bit better through our website, but check out our website anytime for information about our degree programs at uintahbasin.usu.edu. That's all for now. We'll see you next week.
All right, my name is Dana Romney, and I am now proud to be an Aggie.